Can you tell which one of these men is the father of the child? This is actually a pretty difficult question. This is an example of something called genetic fingerprinting, and it's how scientists identify DNA using something called a gel electrophoresis machine. Basically, this machine separates DNA fragments based on length. Each of these bars represents a different person, and the lines inside these bars represent fragments of DNA. And basically, all you have to know for this is half the fragments come from mom and half of them come from dad. Specifically in this case, one of each color will come from mom and one of each color will come from dad. So you have to use deductive reasoning to figure out which one of these men is the possible father. Pause the video if you want to try to figure this out first. The answer to this question is man 4. To figure this out, we have to actually go to these yellow bands. Because for both the red and green bands, there are two possibilities, 2 and 4. However, for these yellow bands, one of these bands have to come from mom and the other come from dad. Now, technically, we don't know which one of these bands comes from mom, but we know one of them does, which means the other one has to come from the father. And since man 2 doesn't have either of these bands, it has to be man 4.